Hello and welcome to the Rocky Sports Talk Sheet. We got some news. I'm going to go over the NCAA Sweet 16 matchups. Um, here we go. Saturday's games this week, this Saturday. Sweet 16 matchups. We got 4 games Saturday and 4 games scheduled for Sunday. Here are the teams, the seeds. Oregon State, 12 seed versus 8 seed Loyola Chicago. Um, in that one, somebody's Cinderella story is going to continue out of one of those teams to the Elite Eight. I'm gonna go ahead and state right now after what they did to Illinois, I'm taking Loyola Chicago 8 seed to beat 12 seed Oregon State in that one. Down below, y'all can comment, and or like or whatever on these. Give me. I'm gonna tell you who I predict to win. I'm gonna tell you the matchups, and I'm gonna say who I think will win each matchup. You all can tell me if you like or dislike it. Or let me know who you all got in each matchup. 5 seed Villanova versus 1 seed Baylor. Take it Baylor. That one's not that hard to me. Taking Baylor. 15 seed Oral Roberts versus 3 seed Arkansas. 15 seed Oral Roberts, I believe your Cinderella story. Hey, it's good. You made it Sweet 16, but I think the ride's over. I got number 3 Arkansas. And 11 seed Syracuse versus 2 seed Houston. This one's intriguing to me. I'm not going to lie. I think a lot of us are sleeping on Syracuse right now. You got to understand, like, a lot of games were missed. Momentum means a lot. And to me right now, the momentum of 11 seed Syracuse is big time right now. So 2 seed Houston against 11 seed Syracuse. I really think but that could be a nail biter. I'm going to go 2 seed Houston over Syracuse, but in a very tight, good game. Now to Sunday's matchups of the Sweet 16. We start out with 5 seed Creighton versus 1 seed Gonzaga. Gonzaga, that's my winner. Y'all can dispute that, but Gonzaga is straight. They're the best team in the country this year. And honestly, with a lot of the upsets so far in this tournament, it really sets Gonzaga up to finally win this tournament this year. I really believe that. Gonzaga's been a good team for a decade plus now, and I think they're going to play in this Sweet 16 and on in this tournament. Like, now is our chance. Let's grab it by the horns. So watch out, everybody, for Gonzaga. And they are still undefeated. So they're also coming after my team that I love in college basketball. Always been a fan of them. So they're coming after Indiana's undefeated season, the IU Hoosiers with Bobby Knight. So they're coming for that. 4 seed Florida State versus 1 seed Michigan. And I don't think that this matchup is as good as people think it is on paper. I got Michigan beating Florida State. Really, I flat out beating them. I got them winning this one 15 plus points. I know people may think I'm crazy, but I don't think Florida State can keep up with Michigan. I would say out of all the teams, Michigan to me is because the Big Ten. Wow, the Big Ten college basketball, men's college basketball conference this year was the best I've seen in a long time until this tournament began. They have been decimated and lost early and gotten upset after upset after upset. I don't know what the hell happened to the Big Ten in this basketball tournament, but whoa. Because I really thought by the Sweet 16 we still have maybe 5, 6 Big Ten teams. I really did. You had 2 seed Ohio State upset first round. Illinois upset by Loyola Chicago second round. It's just Purdue upset in the first round. Just, man. Yeah. We got 11 seed UCLA versus 2 seed Alabama. I'm going to go 2 seed Alabama. We got 7 seed Oregon versus 6 seed USC. I am also going to go 7 seed Oregon. So 7 seed Oregon, their Cinderella story still continues. I got them Elite 8. But these double seeded teams, well, they're gone. After this weekend, I predict that they're gone. And then the tournament kind of shakes out how it should go at this point. I still believe that Gonzaga is the favorite. I'd still watch out for Michigan. I think Michigan's still a strong team in this. And I'd also go with, as the other, Arkansas or Alabama as the third. One of those two is the third best right now chances. And then I'd pick Oregon as the fourth, believe it or not. Fourth best chances to me. So that's just kind of how I'm going to go right now. Let me know, like I said, down below in the comment section. I think that, yes, Oregon's played less game because they had that one game where they automatically made it to the second round without playing. So I picked them as a fourth basically because of fatigue. They're not as fatigued as a lot of these other teams. And they just basically played one game and then got a week off. So, again, I think they're going to have a ton of energy, a ton of I think they're going to be ready to go Sunday. Man, I also want to get on something big. Look, we gotta. Let me go ahead and turn the TV up on this one. We're gonna get on Deshaun Watson right now. It keeps getting weirder and weirder, everybody. We're up to now 16 lawsuits filed against Deshaun Watson. And a weird development in it as well. Like I said, if you remember the last video, I told these women to go out and get other attorneys. That's all it takes is one. Remember that, everybody? I'm trying to warn people. I'm trying to warn these women to get other attorneys involved and to make them separate cases. I really hope y'all listen, but so far you all are not listening at all. Like, really not listening. Because if this truly happened, you all should be compensated. That's my main fear in this. Well, here we go. Listen to this.
Yeah, in addition to the statement that Rusty Hardin provided today, he also provided a declaration from Brian Burney, who is the marketing manager for Deshaun Watson. And Burney claims that back in mid-January of this year, a woman reached out to him pledging her indefinite silence if Burney and Watson's camp provided his understanding at some point that it was some sort of sexual encounter. He says the woman admitted to him that it was consensual. This is all in a signed affidavit from Bernie. Bernie also said that he heard from a man who claimed to be associated with the woman, identifying himself as her business manager, and he also demanded money, a payment of $30,000. Bernie says when he said to the man that what he was describing sounded a lot like extortion, the man replied, "It's not extortion, it's blackmail." So Rusty Hardin put all of that out there today in a prepared statement and says that this calls into question the claims of all the other women. But just minutes after that happened, a 15th and now a 16th lawsuit were filed against Deshaun Watson. I had a chance to talk to Tony Busby, the attorney for all of these women, about the statement that Hardin put out and about this alleged extortion plot that they have now put out there from Watson's marketing manager. And Busby said that he doesn't understand why Watson's camp would admit to any sort of payment for sex, consensual or otherwise. He also says that he's put out a non-disclosure agreement that Watson and his marketing manager asked this woman to sign. So the gloves are off in this legal dispute, as the attorneys, both of whom have said at varying points that they don't want this to play out in public. Well, guess what? It's playing out in public.
Again, um, like I said, in recent days, um, this isn't playing out well. It's getting weirder and weirder and stranger and stranger. And one thing that I took from that, from what we just heard, and it came from Deshaun Watson's camp, everybody. Um, my opinion has changed so heartily now. Um, yeah, people can go ahead and comment and put out there that people, these women are trying to extort or blackmail Watson for money. But if you listen to that, all of what was just said, there's an interesting point in this. And there's something that there's a lot of people out there that just are ignorant. Honestly, can't think straight and just want to protect, we got to protect him. We got to protect him. Look out for him. You got to think about the women. You got to think about who's the real victim in these cases. It doesn't matter if it's the famous person or if it's the non-famous person. And if in this case, it could be both in certain cases. The fact that Deshaun Watson's camp has now admitted that they pay for sex to a masseuse, really put this whole thing in a different perspective, in my opinion. Because, like I said, 15th and the 16th lawsuit was filed today. Are we really going to be able to sit here? Everybody's different. This is what I want people to understand. Everybody thinks different. Everybody has different beliefs. Everybody has different ways that they go about their lifestyle and what they will and wouldn't do. Everybody's different. So can we say, yes, maybe one of these women, one of these alleged victims, asked for money, hush money, basically, to keep it for the rest of her life, basically hush money. For you to pay for sex to masseuses is odd. To sit here and say that it was consensual, that's fine. That's okay. But hear me out. Can we sit here and say that the 15, 20 plus other women all think the same way that that woman does? Can we really sit here and say that all these other masseuses said yes to the sexual alleged crime that allegedly occurred? You obviously have set in stone now where his camp basically coming out and saying that yes, Deshaun Watson's having sex during these massage sessions. That is now out in the open per his camp. Everybody, pay attention. This is coming from Deshaun Watson's camp themselves and his own attorney. You now can establish that sexual favors are taking place during these massage therapy sessions, okay? Which is highly inappropriate. So yeah, can we sit here and say, because now we can't assume, because it's already been put out there that he's done it at least once. It can now be assumed that, okay, you got a client that's probably asking, hey, will you do this? Will you do this to me? Will you do this? Are you okay doing this? And they may have came across one of them that was okay with it. Or maybe even enjoyed it. But we can definitely not assume that these other 15 plus were okay or consented to anything that Watson was trying to have accomplished during their massage sessions. He's obviously, like I said in one of my last videos, there's an obvious, because these women don't know each other. Whenever they filed their claims and whenever they came forward, they weren't even in the same room. They put their statements out to the attorney. They took the statements one at a time, separated from all these other women, and there's a pattern of conduct that matches each one. I'm just saying. I'm stating the facts here, people. Okay? There seems to be a pattern. Ever-going pattern with these massage sessions. Yes, he wants to massage, but he also wants sexual favors. That's what's being established. We cannot assume, and we cannot sit here and assume that not some of these have strong Christian beliefs or whatever other religion or anything. We can't assume that they aren't married or aren't seeing somebody or aren't in a relationship or aren't engaged. We cannot assume this. We cannot assume that some of these women are like, no, this isn't proper. I'm here to do my job, and I'm just going to do my job. And that is it. This other stuff that you're wanting, I don't want to do, and I don't feel comfortable doing it. We can't assume that 15 plus other women didn't go that route. Because I highly believe that some, if not a lot of them, didn't want to do it. They just wanted to do their job, get paid, good money, and go on about their day. This, honestly, that soundbite honestly made Deshaun Watson's camp look even worse. But again, plaintiffs and potential victims, like I said before, you want different attorneys so they don't try, because obviously from that clip that you just heard, the attorney now, Watson's attorney, is now going to try to get this convulsed into one big lawsuit, and now they have one of the females that they can cling to possibly and bring all of them down. And if some of them or most of them or the rest of them were assaulted and they get brought down just because one of them, wanted some money for what they went through, and hurt the rest of them, that's total BS. So, like I said, please, women, please listen to me. If there's truly victims in this case, get your own attorney. Get away from Tony Busby and get a different attorney and do separate cases, please. Because if this happened, we got to get a monster off the street. It's just that's just straight up, straight and forward. The monster must pay. If all these like rape and accusations happen and occurred whenever you did not want it to, then you all need justice. You need justice. Please go get other attorneys. Just do it. I'm telling you, you really want to do it. Tony Busby is also hurt in this case as well. But he did have a point whenever he said, why would his attorneys and Deshaun Watson even be agreeing to paying for sex? Why would they even be agreeing to that? There's too many points in that little soundbite that we just heard. Courtesy of that was on ESPN. Why? It's disturbing. And the NFL, definitely I would be calling, because now you have confirmation from Watson's camp that this sex is taking place in these massage sessions. Sex has occurred. He has at least admitted it to one of them that there was consensual sex. The league has to step in. It is my belief right now that there needs to be serious talks with the NFL and the two attorneys. And with some of the stuff already being admitted on one side, that something needs to be done by the NFL right now. I'm not saying a conclusion, but I would put it out like this. I would put a stop to all trades right now. If I was the NFL commissioner, I would say, with some of the stuff that we've gathered and an admission on Watson's camp side and the alarming severity of these cases and the seriousness of these cases, I wouldn't say I would suspend him indefinitely, but I basically would put out memos to basically no trades need to happen for this player at this time. I don't know if they can do that, but that would be what I would do right now. I would at least want to put a stop to the trade talk right now and get that out of the way. Stop talking trade right now. Just stop doing it, because this is serious. And let's just focus on these cases right now, and only these cases. That's what I would want to do if I was the NFL. Now, if this woman and a person contacted and basically said, hey, basically for what occurred, I should I should at least get a payment of $30,000. Now this other guy, I don't care. The other guy trying to blackmail him, yeah, I can forget that guy. but should. I mean, let's be honest here. If you're gonna if a masseuse is gonna be coming there doing a job and then there's sex involved, um, well, what are we doing? What are we doing? What in the world are we doing? Dude, does Deshaun Watson just thinks that he can just have sex with whoever and whenever he wants? I mean, it's just an awful look. That's basically what I'm trying to say here. Deshaun Watson can't even agreeing that one of these something has happened. It's an awful look. Your professionalism just took a major hit in my eyes. You seem to think that you can get all these extra favors just because who you are during business. It's just inappropriate. Why can't you be like, hey, I kind of like you. Why don't we go on a date, or can we meet up after this? Why can't you do it the right way? That's kind of what I'm wondering right now. Why can't, you're a professional athlete, you got money, you got millions of dollars. Why can't you go about it the right way? Do the business part, and then why can't you do it the gentleman route? Is really what I'm wondering. This You're not acting like, you don't look like a franchise quarterback. You don't seem and act like an individual who can lead a franchise or needs to be the face of a franchise. You just don't seem that way. I don't care what other men out there or what you all think on this. I mean, that's just my opinion. Like I said, you ain't changing it. Like I said, I'm really coming to the realization, especially after their camp just admitted to that you're not going to sit here and tell me that 15, 20 plus other women all agreed to the same crap that she did. I'm starting really to swing towards the females on the side of the fence on this. I really am. Because let's put it in layman's terms here. Okay, so let's say we got 2022 supposed victims so far. 16 are filed. 16 have been filed. Let's just go to 16 then. One of the 16 wanted to do it and went along with it. Okay. Am I going to assume that 15 other women, am I going to truly sit here today? Am I truly going to be a biased person and not just, oh, he's an athlete, we got to look out for him, not have that stupid mentality and sit here and believe that 15 other women said, yep, 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 yep. And I'm not going to sit here and believe that any of those 15 other women ain't in current relationships or even married, that they would cheat on their spouses and stuff like that. I'm not going to. No. No. You're seeking these women out on Instagram and on the internet. You're not looking at professional, like actual businesses, workers that work at like businesses and stuff and have their own offices where they do their business and stuff like that. You're going outside the realm. You seem creepy. I'm just flat out going to say it. Deshaun Watson, the way that you're getting these women and everything, it seems weird and creepy and straight up like you're doing this. You're trying to be careful, but at the same time, you're not being careful. Just my opinion, as I'm saying. I'm not saying that all these women he done it to, but I'm saying I believe that some of these women, what they're claiming, did happen. So, what I'm saying is, I'm at the mindset right now where I I could care less about Deshaun Watson right now. I think that um, I see within the next year a suspension or a ban is coming from the NFL uh, on Deshaun Watson. Like I said, if it is proven that some of these attacks did occur, then I, at that point I would never want to see him in the NFL again. And it's just my belief because you cannot do what has been being portrayed to these women and get away with it. You just can't, especially if you're not going to have any jail time or nothing. I would definitely be if I was in the NFL shoes. Yeah, you may have got out of jail time with this, buddy, but you're never playing for this organization or any organization in this company ever again. So you get your money elsewhere. That's the route I'd then go, and that's where I stand right now. To be honest. Also, other sports news. Mariota, who was released because they restructures deal to stay with the Raiders. It's a $3.5 million deal to stay the backup for Derek Carr with up to $8 million in incentives. So he can make up to $8 million. The Seahawks signed Hader and re-signed Moyoa. The Washington football team president says name could stick. So the Washington football team could just be the name of the team going forward. Is it? This Deshaun Watson stuff is really just, man, I really have not enjoyed talking about it. It sucks. Um, yeah, it's disturbing to me. Also another news report that there's a report that Joe Flacco, quarterback, is going to be signing deal with the Eagles to back up Jalen Hurts. So it does seem as of right now like the Eagles are pulling away from the Deshaun Watson trade talk right now, which good for you, Eagles, but still for you to even be in it with all this stuff continuing to come out. I still don't give a crap about anything that you all do. You all still, you're disgusting. Um, Williams, Trent Williams almost signed with the Chiefs before the 49ers sent their last returning offer. So, yeah, Trent Williams almost went to the Kansas City Chiefs. And at the very last second, the 49ers swooped in that massive contract and got the offensive lineman. So kudos on that. That would have helped out Washington a lot because whenever they released they're two good offensive linemen. So, but yeah, the Kansas City Chiefs still got to focus on their protection of their of Patrick Mahomes. So that's they definitely have to be focused on that in the draft and continue on free agency and stuff. In my opinion, on that. I'm gonna continue to keep an eye on the Malik Hooker and Kazee visits this week for the Cowboys to see if we can get additional secondary help for the Cowboys signed. Man, I really hope that the Cowboys can pull some good other good stuff out of there. I know that we don't have the greatest cap, but I just want you guys to know that I don't take I don't like talking about this Deshaun Watson stuff. It does bother. I'm not gonna. It really does bother me. I cannot stand if you're all these famous and rich people abusing. Like, can any of us really go into a massage therapy and just demand sex and have sex and nothing happen and make women uncomfortable? No, we can't. So my point on this stuff is, why the hell do these rich athletes and famous people think that they have the audacity, that they have such an aura? Ooh, they're like God figures in their head. That's how they freaking think and come across thinking. Think that they can do that. I just, where's the decency, America? Where's the decency? Where's the professionalism? That's what I'm saying. Athletes that act professional and do amazing things, those are the ones that should be really, truly honored, and those are the ones that should be given all the praise and stuff like that. All this extracurricular crap that these rich and famous people out there are doing, even people in Hollywood and crap, it stop what you're doing. Just stop it. Act like normal human beings, even though you're not, and you got the wealth and stuff like that. Act professional. Seriously. Jesus Christ, man. And for the weird sports fans out there that actually defend this kind of crap, you know what? F you, man. F you guys, dude. You can't. There's so many people that are actually defending this bull crap. Get out of town, dude. Seriously. Go live in another country if you're going to be that way. Get the hell out of here. Sick, disturbing people. Like, seriously. You're supposed to, if somebody, let the people do their job and go on about your day. And let them go on about their day. It's the way it's supposed to be. Anyways, this is Rocky Sports Talk Sheet. I hope that y'all enjoy the show. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Follow each episode. Like I said, I'm going to continue to keep uploading these videos. And like I said, follow this channel because guess what? There's a lot of channels out there that don't put out a lot of content. And I'm telling you right now, I am putting out content like it's the 4th of July. So if y'all want to continue to get updates on sports, update on the current big sporting events like the NCAA tournament. Yes, I know. God, dude, because it's so big. Yes, I'm going to continue with all the update news on Deshaun Watson stuff. But it does bother me because it's sick and disturbing. But please follow the channel. Spread the word. Again, this is the Rocky Sports Talk Sheet signing out. And I hope you all have a great day. Peace out, everybody.